Hey everybody, this is Carl Krenzel with Carl Buys Houses. I just wanted to take a quick minute today to share with you a quick article called 4 Things You Should Be Aware of When Selling Via Rent-to-Own here in Tucson. Now, selling via rent-to-own can be an excellent option that a lot of Tucson homeowners fail to really consider. Now, you can learn about how this process and how it works if you just listen in a little bit. A rent-to-own agreement can be an excellent way for a Tucson homeowner to sell their home fast. The financial benefits are very rewarding as the security of a regular income from the property. Now, that being said, there are some things that a seller should be aware of when using a rent-to-own agreement to sell your home quickly in Tucson. When you're trying to sell your home on a rent-to-own agreement, handling default comes up. It's a question. And while the odds of your potential buyer defaulting on the agreement are relatively low, you'll need to know what to do when that does happen. So until your potential buyer is able to get a traditional loan and pay off their debt to you, the property will still be in your name. Much like a bank, if your tenant isn't paying, it's causing the damage to the house or somehow is defying the agreement that you set up in place, well, they're running the risk of foreclosure, while you'll be able to retain full ownership holding on to the down payment. Now, to do this, you want to create a legal contract. A rent-to-own agreement should be very comprehensive as to protect both the buyer and the seller. It should contain clauses highlighting who's responsible for what, important dates, and penalties for violation of the agreement. Now, you don't want to leave room for any kind of discrepancy or disagreement between you and your potential buyer. To ensure that your agreement is legally binding, feel free to reach out to a local real estate attorney or call Carl Buys Houses. Call me here directly at 520-403-6227 to help you facilitate the rent-to-own process. I'm a licensed broker here in the state of Arizona, as well as a real estate investor. Finding the right tenants is also an important part of a rent-to-own agreement here in Tucson. Using a rent-to-own agreement opens up a whole new world of potential buyers. People who couldn't quite qualify for traditional funding due to a low credit score or due to a lack of down payment may be able to go ahead and meet the qualifications that you set forth in your agreement. There are a lot of great buyers out there who are who are actually being held back due to a blemish on their credit report. The key is to find the buyers of genuine character who will follow through on their obligation to you. And once those tenants are found, you want to create win-win situations for everybody. That way they stay. Keep in mind that there is a reason traditional banks have denied them in the past. So be sure to do your homework for your potential buyer before you enter into an agreement. Now, if you should find yourself back to where you started, right? It doesn't happen very often. But you do run the risk of having your tenant being unable to pay at the end of the lease term. And this means that you'll still be the owner and you'll either try to list at that point or either rent to own it again. While this may seem frustrating, you can actually kind of come out ahead by doing this from a financial standpoint. Sure, you didn't sell the house, but you were able to collect a higher than average rent plus a non-refundable down payment for your troubles. And who knows? The market may actually rise dramatically during that time, and you may be able to sell it for even more than you would have originally. Selling via rent-to-own in Tucson can be very beneficial to homeowners looking for a way to quickly make money off a property that they own. I can help you understand the risks and the reward so you can make selling the right decision for you. Learn more about selling via rent-to-own by reaching out to me today and calling me at 520-403-6227. And thanks a lot for listening in. Have a great day.